We like to think of ourselves as entirely human, the product of millions of years of human evolution, carrying genetic material passed down through our direct ancestors. But modern science tells a more complex and far stranger story. In reality, your DNA is a patchwork quilt woven from multiple species, including ancient humans, archaic relatives, and even non-human organisms. In a very real sense, you might not be as human as you think. The first crack in the illusion came with the discovery that Homo sapiens did not evolve in isolation. Genetic studies reveal that our species interbred with Neanderthals and Denisovans tens of thousands of years ago. These encounters left their mark. About 1 to 2% of the DNA in most non-African populations today comes from Neanderthals, while some Asian and Oceanian populations carry an additional 3 to 5% from Denisovans. These genetic remnants aren't just inert leftovers. They influence traits ranging from immune system strength to skin adaptation for different climates. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. Scientists have uncovered evidence of ghost ancestors, archaic human species that we have no fossil record of, but whose DNA still lingers in our genomes. This means that our family tree isn't a straight line. It's more like a tangled web of interbreeding species, whose identities we may never fully know. Every time you look in the mirror, you're seeing not just Homo sapiens, but echoes of other human-like beings who once walked the earth. The non-human part of our DNA extends beyond ancient relatives. In 2018, researchers discovered that human DNA contains genetic sequences from viruses that infected our ancestors millions of years ago. These fragments, called endogenous retroviruses, ERVs, make up around 8% of the human genome, more than the genes that actually code for proteins. While most of these viral sequences are dormant, some still play active roles in human biology, including the development of the placenta. In other words, a key feature that allows us to reproduce as a species may have originated from an ancient viral infection. Horizontal gene transfer, when genetic material moves between species without traditional reproduction, has also played a surprising role in shaping our DNA. This process, common in bacteria, has been detected in animals, including humans. Scientists have found sequences in our genome that may have come from fungi, algae, and bacteria. While the function of many of these genes remains unclear, their presence suggests that our DNA is not a closed book, but an evolving library built from contributions across the tree of life. One of the most startling findings in recent years is that some of our DNA may not match anything currently alive on Earth. In 2013, scientists studying the human microbiome identified gene sequences in our cells that could not be linked to any known organism. These orphan genes might be remnants of extinct species or genetic hitchhikers from ancient symbiotic relationships. It's possible that, buried deep within your chromosomes, there are fragments of life forms that vanished long before modern humans appeared. If your DNA is a molecular mosaic of species past and present, what does that mean for your identity? It challenges the idea that humans are genetically pure or separate from the rest of life. Instead, we are biological chimeras, carrying the legacy of countless evolutionary interactions. The human body is less an individual and more a living ecosystem, composed of not just our own cells, but trillions of microbes whose genes outnumber ours by orders of magnitude. This interconnectedness also changes how we think about evolution. The traditional model of slow, gradual genetic change is only part of the story. Our genome is dynamic, shaped by waves of genetic exchange, some from relatives we embraced in the past, others from viruses and organisms we may never have noticed. Far from being a flaw, this genetic borrowing has been a powerful engine of adaptation, giving our ancestors tools to survive in changing environments. The knowledge that your DNA is not fully human can be unsettling, but it's also a profound reminder of our place in the web of life. We are not isolated beings created in a vacuum. We are the sum of countless interactions, each leaving a genetic fingerprint that still shapes who we are today. The cells in your body carry the whispers of Neanderthals, the signatures of ancient viruses, and perhaps the remnants of life forms lost to time. Your DNA is not just a record of you. It's a living archive of Earth's evolutionary history. And the more we uncover, the more it becomes clear. Human is not a fixed category, but an ongoing story written by many hands, across millions of years, in a language older than humanity itself.